We bring you live and replay coverage of government meetings and other town updates. A third channel, Blue Hawk Media, is operated by SAU 16 and can be found on Channel 13, with all your school sports, events, and meetings. You can watch Exeter TV online at exeternh.tv, Apple TV, and on Roku. Find us on social media for extra content. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell to get notified about live streams and new content. Tune in to our platforms every other Friday to watch the Exeter Biweekly Report with recaps of recent events, updates from town departments, and messages from nonprofits in your area. If you head to our website, exeternh.tv, we invite you to sign up to our newsletter to receive monthly updates about new content, upcoming meetings, and more. We'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch Exeter TV and hope that you tune in to our other content as well.
meeting. District Commission, if you're here for anything else, you might want to go somewhere else. Okay, and we have 2 applications. One person who was supposed to be coming in on Zoom, but he is obviously somewhere in the stratosphere. So moving right along, Robert R. Scully. And this is case number 22-7, and this is for 82 High Street, which has been chopped and changed until I bet you can't even find the door. But who is speaking today? You.
I am Robert Scally.
Yep.
I'm here representing Jason and Emily, the owners of 82 High Street.
You know, maybe it's my hearing aids, but I'm not hearing you. So, so.
Oh, it's got the green light.
Closer.
There you go.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Start over. Okay. My name's Robert Scally. I'm here representing my clients, Jason and Emily, owners of 82 High Street. Now my head's...
Okay, they heard that.
So we're here again. We were here a couple months ago, and we've had a change of scope in the work and a reduction in size of the addition, and we're looking to add on a 2-car garage with a mud room on the back of the building. There's no second floor this time on the project, and I sent I think I filed everything with the applications. So the addition is 26 by 24 to the right of the house, and the back is 15'8" wide and 24 feet deep off the rear. Okay, the site's a little challenged with the grading. The garage is going to be cut into the hillside, basically. There's an elevation change of about 5 to 6 feet from front to back. I've shown all 4 elevations. I've also taken some pictures of the existing house, show that the trim details of the garage get carried through. Similar materials. There's a couple windows in the building. It's my understanding that vinyl windows are out of scope of work, so we proposed a Marvin Signature Series. It's used in historical.
I'm here.
Oh, there he is.
Uh-oh. Well, okay, Mr. Bevins, we already started on the next case, so you will just have to be patient. I'm sure this man will be very...
Nope, no problem.
Thank you.
Yeah?
So the window fenestration, Marvin has a historical profile with a simulated divided light type thing, and it's made out of fiberglass. Okay, it's called Ultrex. It's a fiberglass-based material, and it meets energy code. So that would be similar to the existing windows in the building, which I believe is 6/6. And clapboarding would be the same style. All the trim work would be matching. One situation we have is that the house appears to have a certainteed roof on it, and that material, ever since COVID, along with a lot of other materials, has become scarce. So I have tracked down some materials that are available that could be pulled from various places in the United States on the eastern seaboard to see if we could get enough material to match. If not, they produce another line that's similar, same size, same shape. It just has of course, it's a more expensive material, and that's happened a lot with materials during the COVID situation. A lot of my material suppliers eliminated lines, or stopped producing them, started producing other things, and now those lines have gradually come back in. So as of now, those shingles are not back in production.
So the addition would have these new shingles, you're not doing the whole house?
Correct. The material that's on the house is a pretty rugged material. I think it has a 50-year warranty with it. I'm not sure how old that roof is, but it's probably not going to be replaced in my time. So I guess if we couldn't get the same roofing, the little side addition there on the drive side would be roofed with the same materials, because that ties into the existing addition on the back. Okay, so that would make that all uniform.
Okay. Well, this is certainly a very busy house.
The main structure was, I believe it was built in 1892. It has numerous changes and additions all over it.
All down, yeah.
It grows right towards the back, okay? I believe there's 4 or 5 different types of windows in the building itself. Some of them are diamond shaped, some of them are casement, some of them are fixed, some of them are double hungs. It's a interesting conglomerate of stuff.
And you feel you have enough room to get a two-car garage in that one?
Yeah,
driveway?
there's a site plan that's attached to this.
Yeah, I got it. I've walked up and looked at it. You wouldn't want me to be backing into that garage.
So the garage originally was proposed to be 22 feet wide, and now it's 26 feet wide. And the reason we enlarged it is that the garage on the left side would literally be backing out into the line of the 2 granite stairs on the left-hand side of the building. And I back up quite a bit, and when you turn the wheels, it would go towards the house itself, okay? So by moving the garage doors over a couple feet, it gives a clear shot to back in and out of that driveway. So the driveway remains consistent up now on the right-hand side.
It's your house and it's your car, so that's fine. All right.
So we had seen this previously, and I had concerns about the new roof and how it joined the various other pieces of roof that created a good geometry, tricky geometry. So with lowering it so it's not 2 floors anymore, does that help you out with the valleys and various drainage?
Yeah, it takes a lot of the drainage problems away. There's a section to the right of the side door, that little A dormer that's got a 12-12 pitch on it that moves to the front of the garage there. That section is actually going to blend quite well. That would be on page 1 of 5. Okay, the first page. You see the side door there that has it's got a 15 light. If you go to the right, that roofing section there blends quite well. On the other side of this building, where the chimney is, there will have to be a small cricket area in there that, nobody can see it unless you do a sky view plan of this, and that will push the water out and away from the house. Okay. The back grade of the home is elevation 70, and the foundation is being put in at 70, and there's a little bit of a swale to the bottom that allows the water to pitch out towards the landscape patio, and it also allows it to go out and around the other side of the garage. So the drainage has pretty much been considered.
Good. So the clapboards are going to be wood?
Correct. There'll be half-inch red cedar primed A's going on the building.
Yep.
I don't care for a finger-jointed prime material, so that's not really something that I'm...
And you're matching the existing trim, or as much of it as original?
Yeah. There's quite a bit of trim work on the home. It's all various sizes. Those pictures of the trim work that's on the back addition out there. And I think I threw some dimensions on them. It's a 7.5-inch fly rafter. Okay, with the overhang on it. There's a piece of bed molding in there that's pretty substantial. I believe it's 1 5/8 to 1 3/4 bed molding. And then you got I call them the pigeon roosts. There's little pigeon roosts.
Yeah.
Corner board's a 5/4 material. All the trim work would be 3/4-inch stock.
Well, we've seen this type of window before.
Oh, yes, we have.
The Marvin?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes.
we have indeed.
Anderson also makes one, but it's a little bit more expensive and it has a longer lead time. And I don't think it is as nice as the Marvin window. Marvin produces a better energy code.
Well, we hear both sides, depending on who is presenting, but they're okay. Do either of you have anything to say?
I don't have any questions. If no one else has a question about materials, then I'd like to accept this application as complete.
Okay.
Yep,
Okay, so that's my motion.
yep, second.
Okay, so we have a motion that the application be accepted, which is not the same as being approved. So, okay, and that is passed. And now you had another something to add?
We didn't vote.
We didn't vote. I thought they both nodded, so I accepted that as a vote. Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah, any contrary minded? No. Okay, continuing on. Does anyone have any other type questions?
No, I don't. This is very complete, which I really appreciate that we don't have questions.
Yeah, I wasn't here when it was originally discussed and sent back to the drawing board, but what I see here looks great, so I appreciate it.
Well, I think it looks very busy, but looking very busy is not actually a crime under our statute, so.
Well, the house is busy all on its own.
Oh, indeed it is. It is so busy, those poor pigeons don't even know where to go. So does anyone have anything else to say? I can't believe we got this done this quickly.
Well, because we've seen it before, and because we've gotten the materials and the dimensions and,
Okay.
all that.
Well, I'm not complaining, believe me.
Well, I just.
Okay. Can I have a motion to move to approve, move to accept, I guess?
No, we already did the accepting.
We are moved to approve, yeah, the other one. Do I have another motion?
Madam Chair.
Can I just ask one question?
You can ask
For
several.
all of you. In looking at the garage doors. And I'm not an architect, of course. So I'm looking at these and the panels that go, that are horizontal below the windows at the top of the doors. Do those?
Which one are you looking at?
I'm looking at page 2 of 5, which has the mock-up of the garage doors.
Okay. Yep.
So I guess, and I'm not gonna fall on a stake for these, but I just wondered if having those as horizontal panels seems to contrast the verticalness of the windows and the rest of the house. And it may just be me that's struggling with that. I've tried to drive around and look at other garage doors, and I mean, there are all sorts out there, and this is, I guess I'm just curious what you all think of that.
Well, if they had there's a couple of different styles shown here. If they had the ones that had just a horizontal without the vertical separation in between, that would make them look taller and skinnier. And it's a good point you're making. I hadn't considered it. So the panel on that door,
It's a recessed long panel, model 663.
and it has verticals in it?
No.
No, it's just
No, it's
plain.
not a ribbed panel. On the left-hand side of that little Xerox there,
Yeah.
you see the recessed panel, it has the ribs in it. Okay, that's off this page. Okay, so a recessed long panel is a little bit more traditional than a ribbed panel. The ribbed panels look a lot, they're busy.
They're weird.
Yeah, well, they're also raised. Those ribs are raised, you know. So this is just a plain, flat, recessed long panel.
Recessed long panel, okay.
And then the panel is the same size as the 4-pane vertical above that.
Well, she's right, they don't match, but then nothing on that house matches anything.
Well,
But,
had you looked at just a plain flat door?
Just a straight, flat panel?
Yeah.
That's a
No
possibility.
no raised panel at all?
No raised panel, not recessed, not raised, no nothing?
Yeah.
That's a possibility, sure. With the window fenestration above it?
Mm-hmm.
Would you go with that panel and just the plain window look? The problem that I kind of would have with that, it's kind of like modernized and then Revere-ish.
Yeah, it's a period of, I don't know, not good architecture, I guess. I was just thinking about, that would be more of like a 90s door.
yes,
Yeah.
it would.
When the door is closed, it's just like one sheet of plywood with a line in it.
Right, mhm.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. Sorry.
And it's, maybe this will help out. What color are the doors?
So the doors, we can have those painted to match, okay, a Sherwin-Williams color. We hadn't really talked about a color of paint yet. I mean,
Well, yeah, we don't really have jurisdiction over your colors. I was just asking because that might have,
Well, if you just want them to be orange, I think we might say something.
Well, it's going to be black to match the shutters, or the color of the front door, or something
Yeah,
very non-strange, you know?
well, you've got a Victorian house, and Victorian houses had some very strange colors.
This one doesn't. It was painted. We're planning on keeping it white.
if they're dark, Gwen, I think that your concern might go away.
Yeah.
Just the size of cars these days makes the shape of it, what it is, and I don't
We don't have large cars.
So,
Well, it was just, I brought it up just to get your thoughts on it, and
Well, that's fine.
I'd certainly defer to,
well, they do make it more vertical. I mean, garage doors are not pretty design details, so I appreciate also you're doing the square windows and not the
the arch?
thing. Yeah,
Yeah, those are wonderful.
it doesn't work.
Well, so I guess you just stay with your doors, and we will trust you that you will not make a terrible color choice.
Okay.
Anybody else have anything else to say? Can I hear a motion?
Madam Chair, I'll move to approve the application as presented.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so you can put some more stuff on your house. And good luck.
Okay?
Yep, you're all set.
All right, thank you.
That's it. And
Pam
no
needs
conditions,
to,
that's just fine.
yeah, we have an application that Pam just needs to submit to the code enforcement officer, and then you,
Douglas?
yep.
Okay, I'll reach out to him sometime next week or something.
Sure.
Does it
Okay,
take a
well,
couple
this
days?
is going right up there.
We're writing it right now, so it'll be in the office this evening.
Yeah,
Okay,
So whenever you want to come by.
okay.
thank you.
you.
Hopefully you'll be happy for a while. Okay, now I'm going to try to get Mr. Bevins in.
I appreciate it.
Mr. Bevins? I just clicked on you.
I think you're frozen.
Hello?
Ah,
Hello. So you are hearing us? Yes,
Hi.
we are seeing you, and you want to put some windows on your boathouse. So you just disappeared. Oh, wonderful.
Garrett.
I had him, I clicked on him, and he vanished. Kevin, okay.
Hi,
All right, we can hear you.
can you hear me?
Yep. Yes.
Okay, yes. So I
But
want to
you
put
should,
some
we should be
windows
able
on
to
the-
see your
on the boathouse.
smiling face, but,
He's talking.
okay.
You can hear me?
I
Yeah.
can hear you, so why don't you tell us about your windows?
Okay, so this is the boathouse, part of the Merrill Block Condo Association on the river.
Yep,
Okay?
yes,
And,
we know where you are.
I put a little who am I? Hi. Put a little bit about who I am there. We don't have to go into that. I'll just go on to the window replacement. So the windows on the boathouse are, they're vinyl, there's some wood, they're not old looking, they're not period, I don't know how they got into this building, but they need to be replaced. They're junk, and some of them are actually falling out of the building.
Okay. Well,
So I'm familiar with,
Oh, boy.
oh dear, this is not good.
Garrett.
So the main condo association building, I know you guys approved aluminum clad over wood for that building. Can you still hear me all right?
I can hear you, but I cannot see you. I hope I didn't do something awful when I clicked on you.
can't see me because
Yeah, you're breaking up.
see you.
You're breaking up a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can see you. Not sure why the video stopped. But so anyway, these are E-Series Anderson windows.
Okay.
And
I ask you-
what's in there is a mismatch
There he is.
of windows.
And can I ask you if this application is just for the unit on the end, or are you replacing all the windows on that long elevation?
So I'm replacing all the windows in that building on that long elevation.
Okay.
That whole building, all the windows. They're all junk.
okay.
Okay,
That's on.
And I took some photos. I could have taken a lot
You did.
more
Yeah, we
photos
got
of
them.
the damage. But
And what are you doing with the triangle window?
it's going to be replaced to two, so it's going to be replaced with another Anderson square window, a 30-inch, because of the roof line. I can't put a big window in there, but I'm going to get rid of that triangular window and put a regular
it said an
Anderson window
Anderson
to
E-Series
match the.
square.
Yep, and I called that out on the
Page 8.
there. Yep, page 3, SCA 2626. So those are going to there'll be two of them though, so it'll look more even, which would be more typical of what they would have done.
And the balcony is part of this project as well?
Yes, I would wanted to put it, so that window on the end is not correct either. I put an old picture where you can see that it was a grilled, very large grilled window. And above the current window, the masonry needs to be redone. And there's a big industrial light, if you could see it above that, that's got to go. And then I was going to put a door there with those grilled glass. And I put the old picture of the building, you could see grilled window, very large window with glass in it. So I was going to put a door there and a nice balcony on the end of that building. And I showed you an example of the door with the grills in it that would match the grill width of the windows that I'm putting in. Because I know that, smaller grills would have been more period back in 1916. And then I wanted to go with all wood railing and balcony with wire cables. You know, it's down by the river, a little more nautical, but the other thing I didn't want to take away from was the look of the building. The cable line.
Lost them again.
Oh dear, we lost you again. Well, while they're trying to find him, does anyone have any questions? Or, yes, you are nodding.
I do. And I don't
When?
know whether to wait or.
Yes, he should be there for us.
He's not going to.
We can ask him questions when he's not there. That would be easy.
Probably would.
Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we lost you for a while.
Oh, yeah, it's weird. I'm in California, and I apologize, I'm working.
Sunspots. My question is,
So, yeah.
on the historical picture, those window muntins are horizontal. And I'm not necessarily saying you have to replace it exactly as it was, but I was just wondering if the window manufacturer that you're using has that, well, actually, the sample you showed us does. Are you doing the mullions on the windows all the way through instead of just the top half of it?
On the windows, I just wanted to go with the top half, and the reason for that is so it didn't obstruct. You know, there's other buildings along that back riverside that are similar, and also it's just better looking out. There's out some of the windows, you know, just better view. But the end window was going to be full grills all the way to the bottom of the door.
Okay, thank you.
I had these windows quoted. I didn't buy anything yet, obviously, so I can get approval. I could go with full 6/6. I just thought it's different. It's similar to other things in the area, but on the other brick buildings in the back.
And you mentioned the prior application of the association building. That was what, probably back in the winter, I believe. Are these materials, these
21.
windows, are they matching with that same material that we approved? Is that what you said? I just want to make sure that I heard that right.
Yes, yeah, it was wood and aluminum. And the other thing is, because we don't want, you know, vinyl or fiberglass. So I picked out something similar. And then I also know Barbara, who was I think she was the secretary for the condo association. Mm-hmm. She also, for the main building, got these approved, this material approved for the Merrill Block building, which is a historic building behind this as part of the same condo association. So I kept the same material there too. If you look on slide 7, you'll see the E series, which is wood and aluminum.
So you've given us aluminum-clad wood. This is what we're going with?
Yeah.
And what color
Yeah.
are they going to be?
Black.
Black. Okay.
Everything else on the main condo building that's brick is black.
Okay.
And for the balcony, I know you mentioned the cable railing, but what is the actual balcony going to be made out of? I might have missed that.
That's okay. It's going to be wood. You're going to have wood railings, and then you're going to have a wood deck.
So similar to the photograph, this isn't just for the railing, this is, I got you.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
There's a sort of a brickwork pattern over the lower double door underneath where the balcony is going to be. Does that get impacted by the balcony?
No, I know I have a gray. You're gonna see that underneath the balcony. That window, bottom of the sash, is pretty close to the floor. So I probably could have, on slide 9, drawn that rectangle a little higher, so you'd still see the brickwork.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll have the balcony door is not going to match the lower door, is that right? Or are you changing the lower door?
The lower sliding door
Right.
is it's in okay shape. I plan on changing that. I just wasn't going to change it now, but I would like to change it to a grilled, you can buy them with grills inside the sliding door, so it would match in the future, and that is a vinyl sliding glass door. But right now, I was spending $16,000 on the windows, and then more on the balcony and the door. So the windows alone are $16,000. So I was going to hold off doing that downstairs room.
The existing doors are vinyl, so the existing sliders are vinyl right now?
Did you hear her? I think you're frozen.
You're frozen again.
Pensive.
Yeah. That's what I meant. You're pensive again. Oh.
Well, just walking by it, I thought it was vinyl, but I didn't actually take it.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to be sure he wasn't talking about replacing it with a vinyl door.
Did you hear that? Are you there? Mr. Bevins? Oh, dear.
Would it be easier if we just did a call-in? Or do you call in by phone as opposed to trying to?
There you are.
We're gonna have fun with.
Oh, dear, dear, dear.
On that slide.
I think it's okay if you don't show yourself. That's probably part of the problem. So if you can hear us.
Is it working?
Sometimes when it gets choppy, turning off the video helps.
Hi.
Okay, there, we heard you, so.
Okay.
Go on, give him your question.
My question actually is about the balcony and why going for the horizontal cable as opposed to the verticals that are on the other parts of the building.
Oh, dear.
His bandwidth is low.
Can't wait to see the minutes.
Well,
Can you my talk? I have to hit up this tap to. Hello?
hello. You are fading in and out badly.
Why isn't this working?
Our screen says
Is there
you're...
a phone number I could?
Garrett?
Is there a phone number to call into that room?
We have our we have our tech fellow here to answer some questions.
Hi, Mr. Bevins, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you try holding your phone still, keeping it on a flat surface?
Okay.
All right, can you try speaking right now?
Yes. Hello.
All right, is that sounding better?
Well, it's better, isn't it?
Okay, you're now starting to come through clearly.
Okay. Sorry.
That's fine.
It's easy. Thank you, Karen.
And let's just not play with the video. Now, go ahead with your question again.
My question was about the horizontal cable railing instead of a vertical metal rail that's seen on the other parts of the building. I know this is a very different part of the structure, but I just wondered what your reasoning was for the horizontal cable.
Yeah, I think I was just trying to make sure there was still a good vision on the building itself, that there are no vertical posts or vertical structure to the railing would block the view of the building. I mean, I could do that, but that was my thinking.
Well, in my opinion, it actually works with the shed dormers you have because they're more modern, just the way they're designed and built. So
yeah, they were.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thought I had was going with glass panels, just so you didn't see them at all, and you just had the top rail.
Yeah, we've discussed glass panels before, and
We did, exhaustively.
yeah, and our opinion was kind of like it's at your own risk, and we think there's a lot of risk. So,
Okay, then we'll ixnay that. I don't need any risk.
Very good.
all right. Well, I don't think I have any further questions.
All right, can I have a motion?
Motion to accept the application as complete.
Thank you. A second?
Second.
Wonderful. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Excellent. Any opposed? There's nobody left, so, all right. So now we can continue and hopefully finish. Does anyone have anything on which to weigh in? I think we know what kind of windows they're going to be. We are pretty good on the balcony.
I have one question. Is the railing on the balcony, is that going to match the windows? Like, it looks like it is from this photograph, at least color and material.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure if it was going to match in reality.
Yep, same color and material.
Okay.
It'll be aluminum. Yep, black, same color.
Excellent.
Actually, that reminds me of a question. How is the balcony going to be supported when it attaches to the building?
Yeah, there'll be two, beneath two posts on either side of it. I didn't want to do what they did on the main building and just put angle iron back to the brick. It looks terrible. You know how they do those braces on the bottom of the balcony and they go back to the brick of the building?
Yeah, you can see it just to the left of.
Two nice posts. Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't be great for a first floor situation.
No.
Sure would be nice to have a drawing of all of this with the windows on the two dormers and the upper door and the balcony. I feel like we're kind of, I don't know.
Well, yes.
I would like to see more detail just to, because.
Except it's just, the windows are the windows, there's nothing there, and the balcony is not really what I would call a balcony. It's sort of a enlarged front door area.
Well, it's a balcony, it's coming off the second floor.
Oh, well.
With a door above.
The windows, yeah, I'd like to have a picture of it too, but they're really nice, really expensive, plus $1,000 each. And the windows that are in are literally falling out the brakes, so I'm trying to get them on order, and hopefully I'm not putting them in the snow.
Well, I'll tell you, I just got a new storm door that wasn't supposed to come until September, and it's ready for pickup tomorrow.
Ooh.
Oh, that's awesome. That's good news to hear, because all I hear is, weeks, a month, lead time, so
Yeah.
that's good.
I guess I was talking more about the windows on the side of the balcony, the 30-inch square windows, and just,
Okay.
An
I
actual
guess
drawing of the balcony?
yeah. I'm trying to visualize how those will fit and how those are balanced.
Yeah, how high are those? What's the head height on those compared to the triangle that's there right now?
It'll be the same height, but they're going to be obviously short. They're going to be narrower so they don't hit the roof.
Yeah.
That triangle, tried to put as much glass in there as they could, so they went obviously up the eave.
So
Those glass windows, triangular window, they just stuck it in there, and the actual wall is all rotted, and the framework is rotted because it just leaked from day one. So I actually have to reframe it.
Okay, so the square windows, so the top of the new square window is going to be the same place as the top of the existing triangle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they'll be even on both sides.
And so they'll be pretty small, right?
Yeah, they're 30-inch.
Yeah. I'm just drawing it in on my...
Yeah. Just a quick question over the garage doors, the one, and this may have been covered before, I don't remember. That one, the first window is bigger than the others. Is there a reason for that, and will it stay bigger than the others?
No, that's what somebody else did. I'm going to reframe it so they're the same size.
Great.
Okay.
So it's per the quote there that I supplied, is going to be the same size window. I have to reframe that one.
Okay. And the door to the left of the garages, does that get changed, or does that stay as it is?
It's going to get changed. It's going to be more of a front door entrance of a house. There'll be lights at the top and not all the way down at the bottom. Again, I didn't put that in here because it's not dire need to change it, but I do plan on putting a nice front door in there.
All right, anything else?
No, I don't think I have any further questions.
And the other end of the table? Anybody have any more to ask this gentleman?
No, it's the window we've seen before, it's the door we've seen before.
Yeah. So,
There's some care being taken. The balcony is different, but I think it's not inappropriate.
no. Okay, I will hear a motion if anyone would like to make one.
I'll move to approve the application as presented.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, Mr. Bevins, you are good to go.
Before you go, I want to ask
Thank
you,
you very much.
before you go, I'd like to ask you about 110 High Street. You did a fabulous job there. And
thank you.
I was just curious about the color, how you chose that.
I didn't choose it. I told my buddy, who was a partner in this whole project, we were picking slate blue or something for the clone. And at the last minute, I come over and he's got a pamphlet on the wall. It's purple. And I just, that's a colonial color. I said, I know it's a colonial color. Nobody likes it. And so he overruled me, and that's what it was. I don't want color. But that was my partner in that project. I don't know if you remember him, John Harmony.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you.
I can't. I can't.
appreciate more work, nice, but I agree with you.
No, it turned out very nicely, and I can't decide
like
if
the color.
if the purple makes it seem smaller or bigger. But it
I
certainly is.
know. The people that moved in there it seem to like it, which is surprising, but maybe they'll change their mind and change it. I don't know.
Well, we've seen some surprising colors along that street, so. But like I said, we don't have the purview of the color choice, so I was just curious. Well, thank you.
I kind of wish you did, but we would have probably been on the same.
Well, you're the only one who's ever said that.
Well, I do appreciate all the houses I've owned were old or built old, so I do appreciate the older style homes and
Yeah.
keeping them that way.
Okay, well, I think we're all set.
Okay, so moving right along.
All right, thank you very much
Thank
for your
you.
patience.
Thanks, Ken.
Okay,
I'll
how'd
put
that
it-
work?
Hang up, I appreciate it.
Now,
Bye.
Bye.
we have
Meeting minutes.
election of office and approval of minutes. And we only have 4 people, so can we elect an officer?
I don't believe I can be an officer, so,
And I can't.
as a planning board member.
Well, oh dear.
Grayson, do you want to be chair?
We can't do that to him.
I can.
Let me check, before we do this, let me check and be sure. Do it?
Well, I can keep this
Give it a
for
shot, give it a go.
while.
Okay.
Just as long as I don't have to deal with Mark. But,
I don't expect.
no. All right, we will worry about that later. Minutes, do we have minutes somewhere? I was looking at them.
I know I packed them into one of these packages.
Wait a minute, minutes for March 17th. Does anybody remember what we were doing on St. Patrick's Day?
It was this project. It was High Street. It was the
Yeah.
Christmas house.
Yeah. I actually have 2 things on this. The first one is at the bottom of page 2. In the paragraph, Chris asked the carpenter, blah, blah, blah. He was showing some trim work, and he called it a pigeon R-O-U-S-E. And I think what he means is a pigeon roost, R-O-O-S-T.
Yes.
Okay. And on the next page, in paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4, Edson said that he found on Center Street, on the very far end of the building, there are 5 windows on that side. That is a terrible sentence. So let's say Edson says that he found that there are 5 windows on the very far end of the building on that side, and that would make sense. And that is actually all I have.
I had nothing.
Well, I used to make 8th graders parse sentences, but people obviously don't do that anymore. So, okay, and so kind of a motion to approve these minutes. Do we have enough people here that were there?
I have to abstain.
Well, since, so
we don't.
it's only you and me, Gwen, so I think we just have to, but of course, since it's March, I think it just
It's automatically.
grandfather's in. All right. Now, do any of you lovely people have anything? Oh, yes, Patrick's card. Have you still got Patrick's
yeah.
card?
Yep. There you go. Whoops.
Okay, would you like to say something nice to Patrick?
Yes.
Or say something to him? No, I'm not prepared for this.
So how do you?
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Really busy.
Yeah, we actually just had a law firm merger, so we merged. with-
Now, do you actually have an address for him, or can you find one? or-
I can find one now.
Okay, let me write something on it, and then we will,
Put his name on there.
okay.
Is
Not huge, we're about 30 now, so not.
As a combined group, you're 30.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's a good size.
That's a good
Yeah,
size.
so.
What is your specialty?
Okay, is there any other business to come before this very busy board tonight? Then I will hear a motion to adjourn.
So, second.
Yay. There we go. We are gone.
Thank you for tuning in to Exeter TV. Exeter TV is the town's public and government access channels, available on Comcast channels 98 and 22. Channel 98 is your channel. If you have an idea for a program, want to host your own talk show, or submit a film, we're here to get your content on television. On Channel 22, we bring you live and replay coverage